Sardine. Good morning. It is a bright, sunny Monday morning. A perfect day to make crepes for breakfast for myself and my mom. Come on and join me. There is something oddly poetic about starting a Monday morning whisking crepe batter while editing a Sunday that got slightly out of hand. You see, what began as just another chill countryside day turned into a full-blown sequel that nobody asked for, especially not Sofia the First. There are days when life doesn't need a plan. It just needs a backpack, a few unserious humans, and one river that agrees to listen to all our nonsense. We called it a hike, but let's be honest, half the time we were negotiating with gravity, and the other half, some were questioning every life choice that led us to that hill. Ever since that first hike, when I said it might be too early to tell if we've unlocked a hiking gang, I think it's safe to say it is no longer early. We've been suspiciously consistent with nature. I mean, if there was an award for the most overly enthusiastic hikers without a plan, we'd have a shelf full by now. The adventure started when we spotted what looked like a funny, long rat basking upon the rocks. My city-raised brain thought it was a mouse, but thanks to my very learned friend, I was later informed that it was a mongoose. A mongoose, people. Apparently, the same animal that fights snakes for sport. So yeah, our hike began with wildlife that already had beef with reptiles. This time, we had new recruits, brave souls who thought it was just a casual stroll in the park. By the second hill, they were questioning every life choice that led them there. And then there was Sofia the First, our delicate flower in her soft girl era, who took one look at the dam, sighed deeply, and decided to take a power nap right there. At some point, we found a quiet riverside, the kind that feels like nature built it specifically for unserious therapy sessions. The water levels had risen this time, so no dips, no exposure therapy in freezing water. We just sat by the riverbank, some on rocks, some on grass, one asleep, and told jokes that could probably get us banned from heaven. The laughter was the kind that heals your soul and slightly damages your lungs. So we sat for hours, talking about love, heartbreak, village gossip, and that one friend who swears they are not dramatic, yet everyone knows they are the season finale. Someone started a debate about whether marriage is still necessary in 2025. Another was confessing to eating all their emergency snacks 10 minutes into the trail. And somewhere in between the laughter and silence, it hit me. This is what healing sometimes looks like. Not a solo retreat, not a deep book, just people who make your soul feel like sunshine on wet rocks. The river didn't judge, it just flowed, like it had seen too many humans trying to figure life out beside it. And maybe that is what Sundays are for, not to reset for Monday, but to remember who you are when no one is performing productivity. Because out here, time slows, Wi-Fi dies, and your mind finally remembers it's allowed to breathe. So, if anyone asks what we did this weekend, tell them the truth. We went hiking, talked nonsense, healed unintentionally, and came back with mosquito bites and clarity.
Kwanza ya nani? Ya hapo kwa kiambione ndege. Ya Jona. I didn't see that coming.
We decided to hike on the other side of the mountain this time. The Japanese tarmac route, as I call it. Smooth, beautiful, suspiciously perfect. The kind of road that makes you wonder, how did they drill a tunnel through a mountain and still leave not one crack decades later? There's not a time that I've come here and not thought about how creative those Japanese must have been. Someone joked the last time that we were here that if the current regime tried the same, we'd end up with a slide instead of a tunnel. I didn't say it, I just laughed respectfully. Our dear brother Jonah redeemed himself this time. No wrong turns, no accidental detours through biblical deserts. We all agreed he has officially graduated from map work probation. The trauma of the first hike had clearly humbled him. So much so that I have actually realized that he didn't appear on this vlog. I do not have any footage of him. Well, probably next time we will be able to see our brother Jonah. Now, since our camera guy is allergic to appearing in front of the camera, at least he left us his shadow, a mysterious silhouette of dedication. And because of him, we have this beautiful footage. And because of me, the world's most inconsistent editor, you are finally watching this vlog only 3 years later. Not bad, huh? I mean, at this point, my editing timeline deserves a Netflix documentary. Vi, bwana. Si tunarudi. Paulo kinyona ndureho gura ndugatuike ihiga. Wewe kwa nini uingii kwa picha unanifuata tu nyuma nyuma?
Oh.
Nduke muoyo muri.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? I'm from Burundi. Ako Konoike.
By the time I finished editing this, the crepes were ready. Soft, golden, and slightly symbolic of the patience it takes to edit anything in this house. If you ask me, that's the real slow life right there. Hike like a maniac on Sunday, recover with carbs on Monday. So yeah, it is safe to say the hiking gang is officially unlocked. And who knows, next Sunday we might even find ourselves in another accidental movie set somewhere deep in these Kenyan hills. Until then, let's just say, may your friends be funny, your nature walks short, and your editors consistent and like immaculate. See you next time.
Then sasa tukaendaga jioni twari na katere na vika